this vlog was supposed to be like, it was supposed to be like the prequel, not the prequel. It was supposed to be the pilot to like the actual vlog. We're just gonna call this pre-episode 2 and keep it moving. I wanted to go ahead and brand this episode in order to get feedback from everyone else as far as what they thought about the branding. But I'm not gonna lie, I've been very depressed of late, and I'm also in the process of getting ready to move, and it's affecting me more than I thought it was going to. Like moving and this time of year, it's all affecting me way more than I thought it would. Hold on, I'll be right back. You see how that sunshine is just beaming down on me? Because it's a whole 3 hours later before I'm coming back to do this vlog. But earlier I was just ranting because I was upset that I didn't really get it done how I wanted to get it done. But it's okay. I'm getting it done. You guys are going to get this vlog. But to just let you know, it was supposed to start with like this captivating visual montage. And then it would have my new logo, which I have not designed yet, but it's cool. And then, you know, it would have been like a nice little intro. It is what it is. But I do want to welcome you to Life with Love. This is life. I'm sitting in my car, handling business for the morning. I've been in my car since 9 a.m. Yeah, and it's been a day. It's been a day already. It's been a day. It's been a week. Let's say that it's been a week. Well, we'll get to that later. I do want to share just a little bit how this vlog came about. I've been told for years, for decades, that I should have been talking. I've been told for a long time by many different people that I need to launch a vlog or a podcast or something. So here I am. I do want to go into my nickname, Love, and how I got that name. So from as long as I can remember, like, people have given me a lot of nicknames. Like, my first nickname was Shibby, because my name is Shibbon, but my grandmothers used to say Shibby. And then my father gave me the name Queen of Sheba. He gave all his daughters African nicknames, African queen and goddess nicknames. So I was Queen of Sheba. By the time I'm not gonna go over the nicknames that I never liked, but by the time I got out of high school, my first child's father gave me the nickname Jazzy because he said I was classy with a gangster twist. My ex-husband gave me the nickname Shy, but there's nothing really shy about me. I'm just selective about who I share my essence with. What else? Oh, but one name that has resonated that I never asked for, but people just call me when they see me, is Love. And I want to say Bryce was like around 6-7 years old when he pointed it out to me. He was like, you know, Mommy, whenever we go out, people are always complimenting us as a family, and they always call you Love. And I was like, that's interesting. And then when he got into like middle school, he brought it up again, and during that time I was rebranding my personal page, my personal persona. Like, I was rebranding that online persona. I was rebranding my personal image for my online persona, and that's how I ended up changing my platforms to Love Shibbon Winelle or Love Win. I would love to change my name legally to Love, but yeah, that's how I got the nickname. I do want to thank everyone who watched my last vlog. Like, I genuinely appreciate it. I didn't think I was going to get the feedback that I got. I know it's not that many viewers compared to the millions of vloggers out there that have millions and billions of viewers, but I think it's a really, really dope start to this process. So thank you. And now, you know why though? Because of the engagement and the feedback that I'm getting. Even though y'all might not be leaving comments here under this video, you're on my Instagram, you're on my Facebook, sending me DMs, letting me know that you tapped in, tuned in, and I appreciate it. I really do. So I do want to set the expectations for future vlogs, and let you know to have no expectations. Like, this is my personal platform, so I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna move at the pace that I want to move. I do that with everything that's going on in my life, my brands, everything. So there's no intro on this video. The official episode is supposed to be launching on my birthday, which is December 29th. And it may or may not have an intro. I don't know. It may have the flow it's supposed to have, the one that I came up with in my head. It may not, but you're gonna get it. And I think that's what matters, because that's something that I wouldn't have done in the past. Like, I wanted things to be perfect before I did anything, and now it's just like, just get it done. So that's where I'm at. So yeah, let's get into it. So you're gonna witness like this delicate balance, this delicate dance that I do, balancing my healing and my purpose. And my purpose is directly related to my careers. And so it's gonna be an interesting thing, because I do get emotional. Like before I got back on camera, I was on the phone with the director for my docuseries because we lost all the footage. I want to cry. I haven't cried yet, but I do feel the tension building behind my eyes. So I'm gonna have to release it some way, somehow. If I don't sit down and cry, I need to go to the sauna, go to the gym, breathe, meditate, do something, because I'm emotional about it. And it's coming off of an emotional last couple of days, because December 18th, which is when I was supposed to release this vlog, was the anniversary of Bryce's signing day. And you know, Facebook will remind you of your memories, and every year I see the memories of signing day. So I shared those memories, and I shared like how angry I am that here it is, my son, all his classmates are graduating college. Some of them are going into the NFL. Others are moving into other areas of life and thriving and finding their way. And my son's just gone. So, yeah, it's been the last couple of days been tough. And then I'm moving on the 22nd. Well, I'm moving out on the 22nd, moving in on the 23rd. So, and then I fly out to come to South Florida on the 24th. So, it's a anxiety. It's a stressful time in life. We balancing, like we trying to figure it out. But that's pretty much what you're gonna see on this behind the scenes platform, is like how I'm living my life. It's life with love. Life with love, Shibbon Winelle. I'm also gonna be sharing like a lot more of my creative side. I feel like where I've been living for the last year has definitely stifled a lot of my growth and my healing. It pushed me to grow and heal in other ways, but in the ways that I want to indulge, like my art and my music and my self-care and self-love, I have not been able to really indulge in those ways. So you want to let's get into how I've been living the last year. So last year, May, so a year and a half ago, I had to move out of my townhouse. And with me moving out of my townhouse, I only had 60 days to move because my landlord lost her job and she needed her place. So I only had 60 days to move. When I moved out of there, I decided to move into like a rental situation where I was renting 2 rooms out of somebody else's home, a couple's home. I don't want to go into any details right now. I'm sure that story will come up later in another story time. But let's just say I rejected the husband. Everything was cool. I rejected the wife, and things were no longer cool. And I had 60 days to move again. When I had to move from there, I ended up being like, I had another place to move to. I took a live-in care, home health aide job. But I had to do my background check and a whole bunch of other different things, you know, show proof of my certifications, renew some certifications. And I was in limbo for like a month and a half. And I ended up staying with a friend, crashing on his couch while I waited for my live-in job to be ready for me to move in. The night before I moved in, so I'm supposed to be working nights and weekends, and I have Monday through Fridays to myself, really to work my other job. The night before I moved in, this lady gonna tell me, I need you here every day for the first 30 days. Excuse me, I have a job, like I have a regular job. But by the grace, it was the night before I had to move in. So at this point, it's like, where am I gonna go? So I went ahead and I called my job. I explained the situation. And by the grace of God, they were like, you know, you could work remotely and see your clients remotely for these 30 days. All right, cool. It actually took them 6 weeks after I moved in to start finding nurses for Mondays through Fridays. And then they only found a nurse for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. No nurse for Monday and Friday. So I'm like, not only that, but then they didn't pay me. They didn't start paying me. Like, I was supposed to get my first check within 2 weeks after being there. And now it's 6 weeks in and I'm asking for checks. And I'm not getting my Mondays through Fridays. I'm only getting Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to go do what I have to do. So my job is working with me. Like, they genuinely cared about my well-being and wanted to see me successful. But this live-in care situation was not working with me. After 4 or 5 months of like complaining about my pay, complaining about not having my full Monday through Friday, she kept promising me that they were gonna hire somebody for Mondays and Fridays. 2 more months go by. I ended up, losing my job because who can work on a 3-day work week? Now I'm doing Uber. They're still not paying me and they're still not giving me my Mondays and Fridays. And it just got really toxic. It got to the point where the last time I brought it up was like maybe a month and a half before my contract was going to be up. And I said it again. I was like, my contract's going to be up soon. I want to know how we're moving forward because how it's been has not been working for me. I need more than just a 3-day work week, especially if I'm not getting paid for the services that I'm delivering in this house. This lady literally looked at me and was like, if you want your Mondays and Fridays, then you're going to have to start paying rent. Excuse me? Pay rent? Pay rent? And I work? This is my job? You want to pay rent? Excuse me? So I was like, how does that work? Like, you guys were supposed to be paying me and you never even started paying me. You didn't like, you're not honoring anything in the contract. And who is going to survive off of a 3-day work week? And that's the only time they have the ability to leave the house to go make money. She was like, oh, you don't know how to, she was like, you can make more than enough money in 3 days. You don't know how to hustle? Maybe you should hire me to be your therapist and I could teach you how to hustle. All these men out here and you don't know how to get your money up? Once she said that, everything after that was, okay, I understand, no problem. Okay, I understand. And I just agreed with everything she had to say because I'm not going to get nowhere, clearly. That's fact at this point. And at this point, I just need to prioritize myself and make my own decisions. So in that moment, I was like, we're moving. We're moving. And I was going to give myself until December 1st. We were actually ready to move December 1st. But she served us a notice on October 26th. Mind you, my contract was up September 1st. But I was still fulfilling my duties. October 26th, she said that she was not going to renew my contract. But you my contract's already up. So she was like, I'm not going to renew your contract, and I'm terminating your services immediately. Technically, my contract's already up, so I don't have to give services. But once I got that notice, I was like, ooh, I could stay here. I'm terminated, so I don't have to do any of my responsibilities, but I don't have to pay rent either. And instead of me rushing to move into another place December 1st and pay rent before I need to, because she gave me till January to move, I might as well stay here as long as I can and save up my money to make this move as smooth as possible. But I went back to the guy who I was crashing on his couch. He was in the process of selling his home. Everything just worked out perfectly, and now I'll be rooming. Me and my son will be rooming with him, and we'll be moving on December 22nd. So today's December 20th. So it's a lot going on, and I've been through a lot in the last year. The living situation was comfortable, but not like the home is comfortable. The physical home is comfortable, but the energy that's in the home was not comfortable. And that kind of stifled my creativity. Like, I didn't want to play my instrument in that house. I didn't want to do any drawing, because it was like the more talent I showed, the more I got mistreated. The more beauty I showed, the more self-care I showed to myself, the more I got mistreated. It was like the more I loved me, the more they hated me. So it was just best to just lay low and not do nothing and just be like, I'm just working. That's all I'm doing. I'm just working. So that's what it's been. And I had some other situations. I was able to work with this gentleman who had me traveling a lot. I'm not working with him anymore when it comes to parties, but I am still promoting the travel experiences. And that's a whole another story that I'll get into eventually one of these days. I just don't feel like going into it now because my head is still throbbing. It's throbbing. Like, it's really throbbing. So anyhow, I know I just went on this little rant because I haven't been able to really talk about what's been going on with that situation, and it just felt good to release. So yeah, I'll be going into like my personal life, sharing more of my creativity. I cannot wait to move into this new home. It has a huge backyard. I cannot wait to be outside working out, like just getting back to me, getting back to who I was before I ended up in this living situation. Also want to get back to doing more for the community. Like, we put the foundation on a hiatus, the Bryce Gotti Foundation. We put it on a hiatus around the same time that I had to move, which was good because the foundation was falling apart anyway. I'm just keeping it real. It was falling apart. Our whole board left. They said they left because they had to return back to their jobs because this was around the time that COVID was happening. I believe they left because they found out some things about my personal life when it came to me and my relationships and me and my children, and maybe some of the mistakes that I made as a mom, and they judged me for it and they hauled ass. They was gone. So all the adults, minus like my sister-in-law and my best friend, they left the board. They left us high and dry. They left. They need, and I say us because it's me and Bryce's friends. They just left us high and dry. And so the foundation was falling apart, and it was like I had to move out. I didn't really know nothing about Atlanta, so I didn't know where I wanted to move to. I was kind of up in the air. It just made sense for the foundation to go on hiatus. But we will be getting active for the 2025. Okay, we will be active. So I will be sharing like a lot of the stuff that we're doing for the community, my projects, my brands, and just, how I balance it all, how I do it all, and how I'm gonna do a lot more because we piping up. Like, we piping up for real. What else? I guess my goal with this vlog is to keep myself motivated. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm selfish. A lot of what I do, I'm gonna try and pinpoint the benefit in it for me first in order for me to move forward with it, and then I'll find the benefits for everyone else. So really and truly, this vlog is to keep me motivated. I have my own mental illnesses, and I struggle through being able to keep myself going. See, I'm getting emotional. I was doing good. I'm getting emotional. Let me chill. I struggle with procrastination, and my procrastination doesn't come from like I'm distracted by wanting to go have fun or hang out with friends. My procrastination comes from, one, fear, definitely fear, because there's a lot that I'm doing that I know is going to stir a lot of pots, and I'm already knowing, so it's fear of that, and then it's also fear of success, like fear of the responsibilities that I would have to take on with the success that is coming. And as much as I want the success, I really don't want the responsibilities, but I'm gonna take it. I'm taking it, because with great responsibility comes great reward. So, yeah. So my goal is to gain some self-motivation in life, but also allow me being like completely vulnerable and completely honest to be an inspiration to others. So that's the main goal. Let me see. I have like everything written down here. I'm very organized. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm very organized. So this is my pre-episode, and I have everything launched out, what I want to talk about. Don't judge me. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. So just to go over real quick, Love Shibbon Winelle is my private VIP exclusive platforms showing like real life, like real deal Holyfield. And then it's also going to be showing how I build out my brands, how I execute my projects, and how I balance my life on a whole. So you could be prepared for hair care tutorials, skin care tutorials, anything self-care, self-love, baths, all of that. You can be prepared for sex education, vaginal health, hormonal health. Like you can be prepared for physical health, fitness, mental health. You can also be prepared for how I build out my life coaching brand, Shibbon Winelle. That's open to the public. You'll be able to see how I build out my Goddess Queen Sheba brand, which is very much about sensuality and eroticism and all that wonderful jazz. And then you'll see how we build out the Bryce Gowdy Foundation and the things that we're doing for the community. So yeah, I would say stay tuned. So I do want to go into the importance of the official release of this vlog on my birthday, 12/29. The goal was to release this vlog on my birthday, which is 12/29, and then release the trailer for a docu-series that I'm working on in memory of Bryce on 12/30. Some of the things that I'm going to be sharing in my official vlog release is going to present some questions that I need answered when it comes to the loss of my son. But I'm not going to go into any detail. That's what the docu-series is for. So the vlog is going to share like where this docu-series is coming from, why I want to do it the way I want to do it, and then the docu-series, and then you'll see a trailer for the docu-series. Unfortunately, I found out that after we had a team of seven, myself, the director, my therapist, who is the interviewer for the docu-series, as well as 6 cameramen. Is it 6? Well, 1, 2, 3, 5. 5 cameramen. 4 in-house, but 5 in total. And they donated their time, their equipment, they donated their energy, they donated their effort, they donated hours for us to film. And today I'm finding out that the footage is gone. So I don't want to say I will not have a trailer for you come December 30th, but we are definitely re-strategizing what that's going to look like, what that trailer is going to look like, if there's going to be a trailer. But that was the plan. Whether there's a trailer or not on December 30th, I will still be launching my vlog for my birthday. So thank you for joining me on this journey, Life with Love. And I look forward to seeing you on 12/29 when I launch the official first episode. And the only thing I can tell you is have no expectations. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for just being here with me. Thank you.